Good morning. Yes, we are having our class today and we are going to continue from where we left from. In our last class, we introduced communication skills and we said communication is the process of transmitting information, ideas, and thoughts from one person to another through verbal and nonverbal methods. In our today's class, we're going to look at verbal communication. We're going to introduce verbal communication and we're going to learn more about verbal communication. Verbal communication involves the use of words spoken or written to convey messages. Components of verbal communication. We have the sender. The sender is the person initiating the communication. The message, it's the content or information being conveyed. Channel, it's the medium through which message is transmitted, e.g. face-to-face, phone, email. The receiver is the person receiving the interpretation of the message. Feedback is the response reaction from the receiver. Importance of clear verbal. We have clarity in expression. Clarity in expression is important in verbal communication because when someone is not clear enough, the receiver is not going to understand what the sender is saying, the person who is sending the information is saying. Avoiding misunderstanding and misinterpretation. When someone asks someone a question, the person should answer what that person has asked, or the person should respond according to the content or what the sender is talking about. They should not go out of the topic because it will cause misunderstanding and misinterpretation. Building rapport and understanding. When conveying different information, the sender is supposed to build rapport and understand where someone is coming from. Like they should understand each other in order to communicate what is going to be effective for the both of them. Now let's look at types of verbal communication. We have oral communication, spoken words including face-to-face conversation, presentation, and phone calls. That's oral communication. Oral communication is the words that are spoken, which are passed from mouth to mouth, face to face. Yeah, and we also have written communication, which is the message conveyed through written words, such as email, letters, and reports. Now let's look at effective verbal communication. These are the characteristics of effective verbal communication. We have enunciation and pronunciation. This is clearly articulating words. Articulating and pronouncing words will cause effective verbal communication because the other person is going to understand what the sender is saying. We also have vocabulary, using appropriate and varied words. When communicating, the sender is supposed to use the appropriate words. He should not use words which he doesn't understand, because if you speak with words you don't understand what they mean, you are going to cause misinterpretation and misunderstanding of what you're going to say. Now, there's also tone of voice, which is conveying emotion through the tone. When you are angry, when someone is speaking to you and they are angry, they are going to convey a certain tone of voice, and you're going to know that that person is angry. Also, when someone is crying or when someone is not happy, the tone of voice is going to convey emotions, and that is going to pass information that someone, apart from the words coming from that person's mouth, it's going to convey the emotions, what emotion the person has. We also have pitch and pace, varying speed and tone for emphasis. For clear understanding, someone has to use a pitch that is, the pitch should be understandable, and the pace, you have to speak slowly or in the best pace so that someone is going to understand you. Listening skills, actively engaging in conversation. Communication also involves listening skills, and someone should have good listening skills so that they can listen to what that person, the sender, is saying, and they are going to understand the information and they are going to relate to the information. But if they are not going to listen, how are they going to understand what the person is saying? Barriers of verbal communication have noise, external and internal distraction. Like from where I am right now, there's no noise coming from outside, and the noise can cause you to not understand me. You might not hear what I'm saying properly because of noise. Language barrier, differences in language proficiency. Language barrier Language barrier is going to cause misunderstanding. Like if you speak to me in a language I'm not going to understand, how am I going to know what you're saying? You know? Yeah, we also have cultural differences, varied interpretation of words and expression. Yeah. Now let's look at sorry, my whatever is disturbing me. You're going to bear with me. Also, lack clear not clear. If you're clear information, you have public speaking before to it happen against it public down. You are going self. You should prepare before going, and before this you should do speak public. Say things are not going to. You should A to then go back to when yeah, action by song that they know, comment that they can learn style, which in the characteristics preferences of the audience, context awareness, recognizing the and information. We have and it is understandingness, clear other strategies, resolving decisions, provide. Now we're going to look at them in work. When you are going business, you are not going to talk to them. You're going to communicate to them politely and maintain a professional relationship between you and the customers. Yeah. Meeting etiquette, effective communication in meetings. Make sure that you are communicating. Now, the use of what is spoken and as a chance of clear. You have also you have also learned communicate speaking, difficult listening, respect back, and meet again expression, and to look at the posted and have a nice day.